Alright, in this video we're going to be going over the exercise 12 on a hand. Some of you, for the incoming members, you may have heard of 8 on a hand. This is pretty much the same thing, it's just a little different because it gets your feet involved. So 12 on a hand is exactly what it sounds like. You're playing 12 notes on one hand, and then you switch to 12 notes on the other, and you go back and back for 8 measures, I believe. So what happens is you start off with your tap off, so 1, 2, ready, go. And you continue throughout the exercise. What's different about this exercise, so 8 on a hand, you would just mark time in 4/4. So you have mark, time, mark. So hopefully you're looking at my knees and you can kind of see them moving up and down. The difference about this is that with 12 on a hand, you're going to switch your mark time throughout the exercise. So if you look at the first 2 measures, if you see those little dots above the notes, you'll see like the R dot dot dot, L dot dot dot, stuff like that. But then also above some of the notes, you'll see little bitty circles. Anytime you see that circle, that's where your foot is supposed to hit. And you're going to alternate just like you would any other time. The only difference is that you're going to switch where those are. So if you look at the first 2 measures, you have a dot on the first triplet, another dot on the second triplet, so the second beat. The third beat has another dot, and the fourth beat has another dot. So what's happening is you're breaking the 12 down into 3 different, you're breaking it 3 different ways. The first 2 measures, it's going to be 4 beats with 3 partials in each beat. So 4 divided by 3, 4 times 3 is 12. So triplet, 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 triplet. If you look at the next 2 beats, or the next 2 measures, you can see that there's more circles. And you can also see that it's a 6/4 measure. So you switch from that 12/8 feel, triplet, 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 to a 6/4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. So when you switch between it, your hands do not change. So you still have that triplet feel. So triplet, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope you're staying with me. And again, if you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask. So the next 2 measures, so measures, 7 and 8. If you look at measures 7 and 8, it goes back to 12/8. And again, you're going back to that 3/4, or it's that 4 beats with 3 partials in each beat. So you just did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, triplet, 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 triplet. Now, look at your last 2 measures. If you can see those, you look at those little circles again, and now it should be 3 beats with 4 partials in each beat. And if you look, every 4 notes, there's another circle there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. So going throughout the whole exercise, I'm going to play this all the way through. I'm going to go a little slower so you can focus on it and so you can really see how my feet and my hands are lining up. And also, if you look at the 3 videos following this slide, you can see that there are there's a tempo, I believe it's at like 80 or maybe even 60, 80, and 100. There's 3 different tempos that you can go at. I would recommend starting at the slowest tempo and slowly but surely working your way up. So yeah, here's this is gonna be pretty slow. So here's the whole exercise. Yeah, so hopefully you can see where my feet are lining up with that. The circles should tell you where your feet are supposed to be lining up in that partial. And also for the basses on this, I want you all, if you're going to audition on bass, play only bass 1, which is the very top line. So it's above the staff.